Hi there, and welcome to Mormon Vegetarian Recipes. I'm your host, Byron Elton, and today we're going to make my famous vegetarian chile sin carne, or as I like to call it, my cruelty-free vegetarian chili. Now, this is really the first dish that I learned to make, and I have probably made this a couple hundred times, always to rave reviews. So I'm going to tell you the ingredients you're going to need, and then we'll go through it. First of all, you're going to need some olive oil. You'll need some garlic, some onions. You can use any kind of onions. I use the yellow onions. Green peppers, red peppers, jalapeno peppers. You're going to need crushed tomatoes, 2 cans of 28-ounce crushed tomatoes. These are kidney beans, 2 cans of kidney beans, 2 cans of black beans, some corn, and some vegetarian refried beans. You're also going to need, for your seasoning, some sea salt, dark chili pepper, cumin, which gives it a really nice smoky flavor, and of course, you're going to need some beer. No chili would be good without beer. Now, I know this is Mormon vegetarian, and some of you may be wondering about using beer. The fact of the matter is, when you cook with beer or wine, it cooks out all the alcohol. If you find out that that's not the case, please don't let me know, because I've been making this for a long time and I just couldn't live without it. I've tried to make it without the beer, just not the same. I went to Mexico on a mission, and so I like to use a nice Mexican beer. This is Tecate. Carta Blanca is another one of some good Mexican beers, but any beer will do. I've also heard people that I've given the recipe to use non-alcoholic beer, which I'm sure you could use. But these are the ingredients. I'm going to get them all ready, and then we're going to make the vegetarian chili. Okay, well, we're ready to make my famous vegetarian chile sin carne. So I've told you about all the ingredients. We're going to turn the stove on to about medium-high. I use a nice Le Clusette cast iron pot. First thing you want to do is take a little olive oil. Nice thing about this recipe is the ingredients don't have to be incredibly exact. You can kind of play around with it. I actually found this recipe years and years ago from Rachel Ray, and I've doctored up the recipe since then. So you put some olive oil in there, let the pan get kind of hot. First thing you want to put in is your garlic, and again, just kind of to taste. I'm going to grab a spoon here, I forgot, real quick. Here we go. Just kind of to taste. We happen to like garlic a lot, so we put a fair bit of garlic in. I've probably got 10 or 15 cloves of garlic in there. And we put in our onions. You want 2 medium-sized onions. In this case, we had smaller onions, so I used 4 of them. And found you can't have enough onions in this. So we're putting our onions in there.
Because you're doubling the recipe.
Yes, that's Linda talking from behind the camera, and she's been the recipient of this chili for many, many years. Yeah, we're actually doubling the recipe. We find that there's something almost magical that happens when I make this chili, and neighbors and friends kind of sniff it out and start coming over. So we want to have a big pot of it. So 2 medium-sized onions. Again, this is a double batch, or just a taste. We put a lot of onions in there. Now here's your red and green bell peppers. I've got 2 red bell peppers, 2 green bell peppers chopped up nicely. We're going to put those in there. Stir them up nicely. And then, of course, here's some nice bite. Here's the jalapeno. I've got 2 jalapenos. You score them and seed them. Chop them up nice and fine. And there goes the jalapeno peppers. Now, Linda, come over and get a shot of this. It's so pretty. The colors of this are just fantastic. It reminds me of Mexico. There's the Mexican flag right there, the white, the red, and the green. Now, I'm going to let this soak for a little bit. Linda actually likes to cook the vegetables for 10 or 15 minutes before I put the rest of it in there. So I'm going to stop it here right now. We'll be back with you in about 5 minutes. Okay, we're back. I'm going to take a look. These vegetables have been cooking nicely and all the flavors mixing together. Now we're going to add the other ingredients. First thing we're going to add is the crushed tomatoes. Now you want 2 cans. Again, we're doing the double batch.
2 large cans.
2 large cans. These are 28 ounces apiece. Crushed tomatoes. If you grow your tomatoes fresh, you can use that. By the way, you may notice that I'm wearing my special chili cooking apron. That was a gift for Father's Day one year. Then we're going to take the beans. Now what you've got there are the kidney beans, 2 cans, 2 small cans. 2 cans of black beans, and a can of corn. This kind of makes the meat of the chili, if you will. Those black beans kind of look like ground beef if you think that you missed that. And then we're going to put the vegetarian refried beans in there. You can get those anywhere, by the way. You'll never notice the difference. So you just chop that up in there. Now you can see we're filling up this great big pot. Actually spilling over the edges there. Okay, I'm going to put all the other ingredients here. We've got a grandson in the bath. All right, here are the spices that we're going to use. First one, a little sea salt, just a taste, not too much. We're going to put our dark chili powder in there, and this is 4 tablespoons for a double batch. So we put that in like that. And you get your cumin. This gives it a really nice smoky flavor. 2 tablespoons of cumin. By the way, all of these recipes, all the ingredients and how much, are on MormonVegetarian.com. And you can email me at mormonvegetarian@gmail.com. If you try these recipes, I'd love to hear how they came out. Now, here is the green pepper sauce. Come on in and show this, Linda. McElhenney. This is the green pepper sauce, Tabasco brand. And again, this is one you just kind of feel. I've made this so many times. I go like for a double batch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now you could put more or less. Sometimes at the end of it I put a little bit more in there. Makes it feel good. And the secret ingredient, beer. Just put that in there. This brings it all together. Now we're going to mix all this up really nice. And we cook it for what, Linda? About 20, 30 minutes?
I like it more than that.
About 20 or 30 minutes. We're going to let this cook up, and then we're going to show you the final product and how to dress it up. Talk to you in a minute. Okay, our chili, come on over here, Linda. Our chili's been cooking for about 30 minutes. That's Eli in the background. Look how beautiful that is. All those ingredients all cooked beautifully together. We love to make this with, I'm going to show you the finished product here. This is the finished product. We've got some corn chips and some sour cream. We like to use tofu cream and some tofu cheese. You can use real cheese, or some avocado. And sometimes we like to make corn muffins in it as well. So you mix all that up. You can eat it like this. You can eat it just with the chips, which is kind of fun. Let's see. Oh man, good. Or put it over a baked potato, rice, whatever you like. For this recipe, visit us at mormonvegetarian.com or email me at mormonvegetarian@gmail.com. Thanks for cooking with us tonight.